Hello, I'm Miriam, and we love to have a prospective investor like you tour our plant. My parents started this business 20 years ago, and I basically grew up here, and we're all so proud of where we are. Are you ready to walk around? Oh, I am the compliance officer here too, and I have to tell you there are a few places in the plant that require a little caution, such as when we're around the forklifts. Please let me know if you have any questions. This is our main lobby. We usually use this place to greet visitors. We wanted the aquarium in the room because of the soothing sound of the moving water. Here's our main conference room. We believe strongly in communications, and we very often have little side meetings in here to make sure we're all on the same page. This is our main production process. We made this investment a few years ago to do bulk breaking. We service a lot of small customers, so they are happy to get our products in smaller, user-friendly containers. We're considering expansion into custom formulations as soon as we develop some formulation capability. This is our production control room. We use this operation to run the digital control system for the packaging operation. We made this investment a while back, and we'd love to increase the throughput rate. This unit gives us consistent quality, which we know is very important in this market. Hi, guys.
Hi, Miss Miriam.
Here we are in the main warehouse. This is one of those places where we have to watch out for forklifts. Along with the line of sanitary supplies, we are also distributors of a variety of industrial materials and consumables. We try to be very adaptable to our customers' needs. We are working with some of the big aerospace companies, and we are careful in our contract review process to make sure we have the ability to keep our promises. This is our main IT server. As you can see, we could use a little upgrade in this regard. One of the things we're interested in from an investment standpoint is upgrading our MRP system and establishment of a CRM system so we can share marketing information. My brother Tommy is mainly in charge of this function. Hi, Tommy.
Oh, hello.
Tommy is the Chief Operating Officer. He also has a lot of outside interests. We won't bother him right now. There is a lot more to see, of course. One thing you might be very interested in is our ISO 9001 registration. We've been certified for several years now, and we do have a quality policy that commits to customer satisfaction and continual improvement. We also have an ongoing process of risk evaluation and reduction, and we're always working on improvements to our systems. I certainly hope you enjoyed your tour, and we are all excited that you're interested in working with us to provide quality products to our important customers. Good grief, Tommy. Are you just sitting in here doom scrolling again?
This had better be important. I'm watching the dock camera that's pointed at my fishing boat.
I've got some news for you about our internal ISO audit.
I just hate this time of year. Miriam gets her panties in a wad every year, and it's right in the middle of fishing season.
I used AI to do the audit this year, and it found 27 nonconformances. Our registrar audit is in 2 weeks, and I will never have time to address them all. I'm too busy putting all of the quality documents on our new company letterhead.
So how does that affect me exactly?
You're the dam operations manager, and most of them happened in operations. The standard says that we have to take appropriate corrections or corrective actions without undue delay. What a jackass. If he wasn't my brother, I'd slap him. In fact, I might slap him anyway.
Well, who decides what is appropriate?
Supposedly we do. It's up to us to identify the urgency and act appropriately.
I'm still not seeing a problem. We'll just define undue delay as 6 months from now, and that'll get us past the audit.
That's a half-assed strategy for two reasons. First of all, the auditor might not buy it. Second of all, we might end up shipping non-conforming product in that time, and blowing off an audit finding and shipping non-conforming product may even leave us vulnerable to a major non-conformance.
You're probably right. Why don't you and Carol get together and come up with a few action plans?
I'll tell you why. You're top management, and Carol doesn't have the authority. Top management is supposed to take accountability for making sure the quality system delivers its planned results.
Yeah, well, you and Carol try to figure it out for now, and you can let me know if you have any problems.
I have a bad feeling about this. Carol is stressed out as it is, and I need to get my letterhead project done.
Since I started here 6 months ago, I've gained 20 pounds from stress eating, and my hair is falling out. There is something fundamentally wrong with this place. For me, it's because I have 3 bosses and none of them talk to one another. See those guys? They're supposed to be testing every 10th bottle, but they spend most of their time texting. They're longtime employees, and the management refuses to fire them. This IT server runs all of our so called systems. I have no idea how it keeps running, and the security software expired at least 5 years ago. Inventory? That's a can of worms in and of itself. The system for cycle counts and inventory control is still manual. These people have no idea how much, if anything, this inventory is worth. I was a division manager at one point, and I knew every month what my financial results were. At this place, I have no idea whether my department is making money or not. The financial system isn't integrated with the inventory system. I doubt even the management knows whether or not this place is profitable.
Carol, come in here for a minute. There's been a customer return, and I am holding you personally responsible for it. That's the third complaint in the last month. I've just about had it with Carol. She's the third person we've had in that job in the last year, and she's not going to work out either. It's impossible to find good people nowadays.
We have
Carol,
27
non-conformances
and I
in
am
this
holding you
place.
personally responsible.
27. I have
You
never
should have
been
been
so
managing that
embarrassed.
warehouse crew.
I
And
am up
now,
all night
one of our
worrying
most
about what's
important
going to happen
customers
with our
is furious
upcoming
with us
ISO
because
audit.
of our poor service quality.
I don't have a single minute to myself
It's your responsibility
because
to
of this
make
place.
sure this kind of thing
I
doesn't
wanted
happen.
to go to Florida next
I
weekend,
wish I was
but I
surprised
can't
at this,
because I am
but I
putting
am
all
not.
of the procedures on the new
This
letterhead.
operation
and
was
also
perfectly
because
well
I'm making
organized
separate
when I was
procedure
running
books
it,
with
but now
beautiful
it seems
notebook
like we
covers
can't
for
do
each of the
anything
departments,
right.
and I can't
You
possibly
need to investigate
and
this
fix the
incident
stuff.
immediately and take steps
Carol,
to correct it. See what I mean? It's like this all the time, and it never gets any better. The 27 non-conformances are going to have to wait. I will have to track down what happened on the complaint. I actually would prefer to come in early and fix some of this stuff, but yesterday they chastised me for clocking in 5 minutes before the start of the shift. I am very close to just not coming in tomorrow. Willie, there has been a complaint. This item is packed in individual boxes. The customer order calls for a label on each of the boxes, and also on the actual can, so they can maintain traceability. We put the label on the outside of the package, but not on the inside. Do you remember packing this shipment?
Sure. We produce that item all the time, but we never put the label on the inside can. It's been like that for as long as I can remember.
Well, it says right here on the order not to do that. Do you not pay attention to the special handling instructions?
Tommy told us to do it this way. We can make the label bigger so it is easier to read. Plus, it's a lot of work to open each box and individually label the cans.
Tommy? I might have known. Did he get anything in writing from the customer that says we can do that?
Not that I know of. You will have to check with Tommy.
God damn it. Have you guys seen Gary?
You mean the maintenance guy? No, he stays out of here.
Oh, what's that beeping? Why is that light flashing?
That's been flashing since I got here. We just tune it out.
Honestly, you can't make this stuff up. These guys are sitting around playing video games in the control room with some kind of alarm flashing and nobody is reacting to it. Better call Gary down there.
All right, so what's the problem?
Can you tell us the story on this light? What does it mean?
That's not connected to anything important. I wired this entire room years ago, and that thing doesn't mean anything. Why don't you get back to your office and mind your own business?
So nothing's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. Now why don't you get the hell out of here and back to the office?
Well, that just makes my day. I wonder what Tommy thinks about this. Tommy, I want to talk to you about that guy Gary. He just basically verbally harassed me and threw me out of the control room.
Oh, that guy. He's a piece of work, isn't he? But, the place can't run without him. He wired all of the control systems years ago, when he was working with my dad, and there isn't even a wiring diagram for it all. We actually hired an engineer a few years ago to try to figure it all out, and he had to give up. At the moment he is pretty harmless. It's in his interest for the place to keep running until he gets his retirement. We're going to live with this situation for the time being, because we need to keep running.
Is any of it dangerous?
All of it's dangerous. It runs all of the high-temperature reactors, plus the afterburners that the EPA made us install.
So you realize the potential liability.
Yeah, but despite all of the noise, we think he is pretty harmless, and we're not going to rock the boat at this point.
Wait a minute. What's going on?
It's a big return from Blockhead Corporation. It's almost $35,000.
A return? What the hell is wrong with it?
I don't know. It just showed up.
Well, does it have an RMA number? Did anybody tell you it was coming?
Nah, I don't know anything about it.
Why did you receive a return without an RMA number? You're supposed to have an RMA number or you send it back.
Debbie told us to.
Debbie? What does she have to do with it?
She's the salesperson for Blockhead Corporation. I don't know nothing about it. She just told me to receive it.
Something's going on here. Debbie is the salesperson, and Debbie is authorizing the return without documentation? And Debbie is telling the warehouse people to receive it without an RMA number? Something isn't right.
Now what?
Are you aware of the $37,000 return from Blockhead Corporation?
No, that's Debbie's account. She handles all of the Blockhead.
So Debbie can authorize her own returns? And Debbie doesn't have to get an RMA number? And Debbie is able to issue credit? And is Debbie going to refund the commission she earned on this sale? And do you not see that along with a conflict of interest and poor corporate control, since Blockhead Corporation is a federal contractor, all of this is quite possibly illegal? This is just fricking typical. The managers are subverting their own procedures. There is a flagrant conflict of interest in a company that's working with federal contractors. Maybe I should just call the whistleblower hotline, because of ethics issues. At this point, I can't tell whether this is laziness, stupidity, or incompetence.
Welcome to Inside the Dysfunction. Today, we're joined by a guest whose influence stretches across history. From the fall of Rome to the failure of your 9 a.m. team sync. She's elusive. She's persistent. She's probably in the room with you right now. Please welcome, Lady Incompetentia.
Thank you. I arrived late, brought the wrong files, and parked in the fire lane. No one stopped me. They rarely do.
For the viewers who don't recognize you, what are you exactly?
I'm not a person. I'm a presence. I show up when onboarding is rushed, when assumptions are shared over lunch instead of documented, and when someone proudly says, it's basically the same as last year's process. I'm the glitch in the org chart, the ghost in the shared drive, the reason your password expired again.
So you're not the same as stupidity?
Oh no. Stupidity doesn't know better. I show up after you do. You had the checklist. You had the training. And still, you went with Chad's cousin's spreadsheet. Stupidity is tragic. I am tragicomic.
Can you be stopped?
Temporarily. If you're vigilant, humble, and caffeinated. But eventually, someone updates the procedure and forgets to change the revision number. And there I am, waiting by the printer.
Do you have a favorite disaster?
So many. I whispered launch now during the new Coke rollout. I was in the corner during Bud Light's 2023 brand meeting, highlighting action items in Comic Sans. But my favorite? Anytime someone says, "We've always done it this way." That's my lullaby.
Lady Incompetentia, thank you for your time. We'll try to do better.
That's adorable.
Inside the Dysfunction. New episodes every time someone forgets to hit reply all.